The necktie is dead, 100% obsolete. That is a load of bull. In fact, the first serious step a boy takes to becoming a man is learning how to tie a tie. Is the necktie obsolete, or is it a classic that isn't going anywhere? The answer? Find out, gents, in today's video. Round one, appearance. So first up, the necktie predates the turn-down collar. In fact, the turn-down collar was developed to complement the necktie. So think about that. When you don't wear a necktie with a turn-down collar, a collared shirt, it just doesn't look complete. I mean, just look at this necktie right here. What is it doing? It's an arrow pointing right at the face. Why do you want people to look at your face? Because when you're given a presentation, whether it be Zoom, whether it be in person, you're up on stage. Point being is you want people to focus in on you and your message. It's a line. Basically, it's a form of symmetry going right down the center that brings them right back to the face again and again. This right here is the power of the necktie. It's made to complement a professional man's outfit. And if that's not enough, as a bonus, it also makes you look taller. Those lines going up and down allow the eyes to go up and down, and it creates the appearance, the look that you actually have additional height. All right, I'm not going to disagree. The right man with the right necktie can look great, but the fact is only 6% of men are wearing neckties on a regular basis. In fact, I expect this number has even gone down this year. The reality is most workplaces are ultra casual. So if you're wearing that necktie with that nice suit, point being is, are you creating a separation, a barrier because you're dressed too nice versus the people that you're managing, the people that you're working with? Maybe you want to get rid of the necktie. Instead, go for one of those collars that uses one of those devices. There are many out there that'll keep that collar looking stiff, looking sharp. Maybe you want to go in with a contrast color like I've got right here. There are so many other ways to accessorize your jacket, your suit. Maybe throw in a pocket square, go for some, bracelets or something. There are other options besides neckties. Now, gents, I know you've got an opinion. I want to hear from you down in the comments. Who won that round? Who's going to win this fight? Let me know down in the comments which side you are on. Now guys, all the ties, all the tie clips, all the pocket squares, all the accessories that you're seeing today are brought to you by the Dark Knot, the sponsor of today's video. I've talked about the Dark Knot for years because I love what these guys are doing. They make it easy to get luxury neckties at an affordable price. Now, the founder of the Dark Knot, Rishi, he's a great friend of mine and a tie enthusiast. This is a guy that had ties from all over the world, from Italy to London, and he felt, you know what, why can't I make a tie that's just as luxurious as these super expensive ties and be able to offer it at a fraction of the price? The fact that they've got these cards in here that tell you exactly how to match the necktie, what you want to wear it with, this right here is just gold. Seriously, how many times have you gotten a necktie that you like the look of, you just don't know exactly what you would match it with? Well, if that's you or maybe somebody you know, then this company and what they offer is going to be perfect. He's got the classics. He's got the neckties that every man needs to own. From regimental stripes to casual knits, you're going to find what you're looking for over at the Dark Knot. Let's not forget pocket squares. If you've got a breast pocket on your jacket, you want to make sure to stuff it. So you can go with a simple white, this one right here with a little bit of red so you can have fun with it. Or maybe you want to go with a brighter, stronger pattern. And if you're looking for tie clips, bracelets, collar stays, cufflinks, lapel flowers, money clips, colorful socks, and if that's not enough, the Dark Knot also has scarves. And if you're taller, yeah, you're over 6'1", check their long neckties. They've got you covered there. I'm linking to the Dark Knot down in the description of today's video with the best deal you're going to find out there on the web. Use it or lose it. An awesome company. I'm proud to support them. Round two, let's talk about mindset. How when wearing a necktie, it affects your mindset and the mindset of others. So I'm going to be honest, wearing a necktie, it's uncomfortable. It's constricting. When I've got that tight necktie around my neck, I cannot breathe. I want to take that thing off. Yes, I need room to breathe. So don't put anything in and around my neck. That's how it feels to me. And with how it makes others feel, when they see me wearing that necktie, I talked about this. I feel that it creates a separation. I work with people, they look up to me. They want to connect with me. And therefore, I want to be more approachable. I don't want to wear a necktie when they're not. All right, man, I hate to point out the obvious, but that necktie being too tight doesn't really have anything to do with the necktie. It has to do with the fact that you don't have a collar that fits. So first up, wear clothing that fits you. Next up, let's talk about something being uncomfortable versus something being unfamiliar. Things that don't fit you, that's uncomfortable. But something that you're just not used to, that is unfamiliar, and you get used to it by practicing. Wear a necktie. for a couple days. Just give it a shot and see how it makes you feel. There are tons of studies out there, and I think this is more important now than ever that men understand when you put on that necktie, it's all about business. And this helps put you in the mindset, keeps you focused in on what you need to get done. Instead of you working at home for 12 to 14 hours and not really getting anything done because you're incredibly inefficient and you're only working about 3 to 4 hours of that day, how about you go in and have 6 solid focused hours of work in the morning and be done by 2 and find that you actually got a lot more done because that necktie kept you focused in. When you put it on, when you took it off, that started the beginning and the end of your workday. Maybe you don't have an office you're going to. Well, guess what? You create your own office in your mind with that necktie, and it keeps you focused in on mission. And how does wearing a necktie make others feel about you? Well, at the very least, it goes to show that you took the time to put yourself together, which is kind of a big deal this year with a lot of people just letting go completely. They're not even getting dressed for Zoom meetings, yet you're showing up fully prepared, everything aligned. And you come off as more credible, as more professional. People aren't going to be questioning you. You want to signal authority. You want to signal competence. And that's exactly what this does. Round 3, individuality. So I'm going to be straight. If you wear a necktie, that says I conform, that I'm part of the system. Somebody's told me to wear this and I have to wear it. So for me, I don't wear a necktie because I want to be different. I want to be like all those other guys out there walking around in shorts, running shoes, and a t-shirt. To be honest, I don't know what you're smoking. That's a bunch of BS. When it comes to individuality, it's not about wearing this or that. It's about dressing your best and feeling good with what you're wearing. So this necktie right here, this is not a formal necktie. This is a knit necktie. It's got a square bottom. It's made from a thicker material, a wool. It's all about being yourself. It's all about finding what works with you. And it's not about, choosing to wear a necktie or not. It's simply realizing, hey, I like this look. I want to go with it and I'm wearing it for myself. What about this combination right here? You like this one better than the last one? Yeah, it's a difficult color to match. We've got brown with white with red, but I like the combination here. I like the look. And you know what? Who cares what other people think? And this takes us to the next point, confidence. When you wear a necktie for yourself, when you set yourself apart, when you know going into this that you are going to be in the minority, you have to have the courage. You have to have that confidence. You have to have the ability to go your own way. It says that, hey, I'm a guy that pays attention to the details. I'm a guy that dresses for himself, and I look good because I feel good. And this combination right here, yeah, I'm going to rock it. I have the confidence to give it a shot, sometimes to fail, but also to win. Okay, tie guy, I'm going to give you that round. Round number 5, sex appeal. All right, gents, let's talk about what the ladies like. They want to see the chest right here. Open it up, 1, 2 buttons, open up a 3rd, open up a 4th. We might as well go all the way down to the navel. This is what the ladies are looking for. Oh yeah. All right, Tylus Antonio, I almost feel bad beating up on you. Almost. Here's the reality, is that women love a man with status. And guess what? When you wear a necktie, you send the signal that you have status, that you have importance, that you have it going on. In fact, there was a 2016 study of over 1,000 women in which they were shown the same guy, except in one picture he's wearing a necktie, in the other one he is not. Over 60% of the women found the time that he's wearing that necktie, he was more attractive. And if they're going on a first date, 72% of women found that necktie guy more attractive. And this quote from Reddit that has nothing to do with science, I just simply found funny and entertaining, says, whenever my man wears a necktie, I want to grab him by that tie, drag him into the bedroom, and have my way with him. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, that sounds like a pretty good reason to wear a necktie. Come on, guys. I know you got an opinion. I want to hear from you down in the comments below. Who won the fight? Is the necktie obsolete, or is it a classic that's never going to go out of style? Let me know down in the comments. So what video to watch next? How about the 5 neckties that every man needs to own? If you're building a necktie collection, if you own neckties, if you're considering neckties, you want to watch this video because you don't want to make the mistakes. And by the way, I talk about the 3 neckties as well that you do not want to buy.